Good morning. Good morning. This is Look What Just Found. And it's a channel where I mostly review penny rolls. Mostly. I do some other stuff here and there, sprinkle it in. But what do you do? First of all, do you penny roll search or are you here for other reasons? I've heard, um, some people I've heard watch my videos while they do their own penny rolls. Something about my voice or um, something like that. But when I'm done with my penny rolls, my zincs, I bring them back to the bank, right? I do not bring back copper pennies. I keep copper pennies. I had someone ask me the other day, "Oh, if you're not gonna use them, can I have them or something?" I keep my copper. All my copper I keep. The zincs go back to the bank, and so if you've been keeping up with the channel, you know that there's in one of my, actually in two of my banks. I don't even go back to this other bank because the lady there seemed like she did not want to, share um, the pennies. I mean, she got kind of like possessive over the pennies at one of my branches. So that was it. I never went back again. But at one of my branches, the person puts a little check mark. Me, I put on all my zinc rolls, I put 83. It lets people know there's no, and it lets me know too, in case I forget, there's no copper in any of my penny rolls. It's 83 or newer. I don't even put the zinc 82s back in. Now let's see. And I use this roll as my measuring stick. Yeah, see, he puts exactly 50 pennies in. Some people I'll find put an extra penny in. This guy does not. He puts little check marks, but what he does, which I do not recommend anybody do, unless you're going to one of my branches. If you go into one of my branches, even if you go to one of my, I gotta be honest with you, don't do it. Don't put copper back inside your penny rolls and bring them back to the bank. This guy does. So today we're gonna go through one of his penny rolls just to show you, well, in a sense, what not to do. And I could show you right from the beginning that there's copper in here. He never puts dimes or anything like that. But I think all he searches for is wheat cents. And I could pull, oh, the first penny might be copper. So here, let's look at, can you see copper in there? Now, maybe you're going to say, well, it all looks like copper to me. No, not really. I can tell you which one's a copper right now. The first one might actually be copper. Might. Let's look at it together. Man, I'm going to say this is copper. 82. Well, of course, it has to be an 82, the one that we can't tell. So he doesn't even keep 82s, this guy. Let me get this a little closer. And the first penny has to be an 82. Looks like it has camo, right? It's a Philadelphia large date. The only question is it copper or zinc? So we're going to have to weigh it. It's zinc. Wow. And I'll be honest with you, when I looked at the surface, I was kind of wondering whether or not it was zinc. But the edge looks so much like copper. All right, so this is zinc. That's pretty crazy. for our first penny. It's nice to start the day off that way. All right, and the second one is copper. So, and it's a D, you know. I just find less D's, that's all. So we have an 8. So our first 2 pennies are an 82 Philadelphia large date zinc, and then a copper 1977 D in great condition. This one is going to be zinc, I think. Yeah, a little closer, just a little closer. Okay. I have to get a little closer to my body. Maybe that's it. Yeah. See, the dirty pennies, unless there's a very obvious error, then I do not. So if there's any takeaway, right, if you're new to the channel or you're new to penny roll hunting, then the main lesson in as far as the beginning of this episode, do not send any copper back. I'm going to say probably in about 10 years from now, each copper penny is going to be worth 5 cents. Could be more. But I'm gonna go out on a limb and say 5 cents. The 22s, yeah, they're usually really nice. Okay, so we're in the video for 7 minutes already. So if you're here still, then I'm gonna assume that you like my channel and all of that. You know, I usually don't say please click like and subscribe uh, during the initial part of the video, and all of the other channels they stop and they say please click like and subscribe, and maybe I've done it out of thousands of videos. Oh, this is super cool. It's not worth anything, but it sure is cool. I'll hold that, put that to the side too. And I think I've done it maybe 2 or 3 times or 4 times, and out of all those thousands of videos, like in the beginning, somewhere like towards the middle or the beginning of the episode. I don't know, you know. I say it at the end. And I guess that's like the wrong time to do it, right? You should do it at the beginning or in the middle. But I don't know. I'm doing other stuff, you know, talking about the pennies. I'm talking about, you know, life. You know, sometimes I'm thanking the members in the middle. That I do sometimes. I thank the members. No White AM. Right? We have 7 members as of this time. I wonder if this is a copper. It looks from the reverse, it looks like copper. 83. Maybe that's why. Misaligned die. And our oldest member is Eric. Our longest, I don't know if he's our oldest, but our longest with the channel member is Eric from keeneEyeCollectables. I like to send everyone's sympathies towards him. His cat is not doing well, and if you've ever had a pet that has passed from old age, um, it's a very difficult experience, and it's they are some. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes they're more like family than family for some people. For some people, I know for me, um, that was the case, and I was much younger when he passed away. My dog, and I'll be honest with you, I really didn't even know how to process it because I had him from a puppy. And anyway, I'd like to send my condolences, our sympathies to Eric. And I'd like to thank our other members also, of course. Sheila, Sandra. Let's see, we're going to test my memory. Otis, Tina, Ter, short for Terry, I believe. And of course, Felicita. Welcome. We are one member away from getting our banner, which has been a long time. Oh, we got another A2. This one is copper. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this is copper, without even knowing if it's copper. But I'm gonna say it's copper. Yeah, 307. All right, copper, Denver. This has this stuff here. This is worth cleaning. When I say cleaning, I mean just taking the grime off, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all of that. It's always a charged discussion. So I always tell everybody, I do not recommend cleaning. This is a beauty. So this guy, look what he, and I know it's a guy because they told me at the bank. Look at these beautiful pennies. Looks like a partial fingerprint, right? I mean, we don't know if it is. But one thing I have to say, if this is a fingerprint, then this fingerprint is from. I'm telling you, it's from when the penny was first made. There's something about certain metals, how they're finished, where your fingers will leave a print on them. Now, what a lot of people think that any penny you touch is going to put a fingerprint on it. That's not true. 92, we're looking for the close AM. All right, it's not a close AM. If I ever find one, it's 100. That's like finding $100 on the street, man. It's like finding $100 in the street. I'll show you. Watch it. I'm going to show you the close AMs. The sold close AMs. Now, people ask me all the time, they go, how much is this worth? If you look down below into the description, the body of the description, you will see a video that I made that shows you how to do what I'm doing right now. Going into eBay and typing in what you're looking for. So I'm going to put 1992. I'm going to put a small, close. I was going to say close, small date. Close AM. That's all I'm putting in. And then I'm going to click sold. And it's going to be recently ended. All right. And we're going to search. All right. In auction, one, so I'll show you. I'll show you. All right. So this is the most recent one. And remember, our economy is really bad right now. Okay. So 31 bucks plus shipping plus tax for a penny. That's a lot of cheese, but this is auction. There's only 39 of them. You can't see. I'll show you here. There's, where's it at? 39. It says 39 there. So in the past 90 days, 39. This one is best offer. Oh, the 90, the D also has a close AM. Huh. This person has wide AM. Of course, nobody wants this. Somebody still paid $3. I can't believe someone gave them $4 for 492s, 592s. He got them. Here goes a close AM for $25. One feedback. Yeah, right. Let me see if it's actually a close AM. Let me look at the picture. He ripped. It's not a it's probably not a close AM. If it's not, the person's going to just send it right back. So this person says close AM for $1. Oh my goodness. See, this is the problem, man. I should be. Oh, it's not a close AM though. It's not a close AM. That's why he got $1 for. All right. But this is one of the reasons I really should be checking out the see. This is what close AM fit, and this is auction $51. I told you it's $100 penny. This person has close AM, zero feedback. That's BS. That's B. All these are BS. $56 in auction again. These are all. I can't believe these are all auction. One person paid 200. One feedback. It's by BS. Zero feedback. DDO close AM rare. It's probably BS. You got to be real careful on eBay, man. All right, so in auction they're selling for about $50, but I'm gonna go to I wouldn't mind picking up a close AM, to be honest with you. They're super valuable. I mean, forget about it. I don't even want to get in. I start get. This is why some of my videos take so long. I start getting a little too much, you know. I start. Then I want one, you know. That's the thing. Because it's a good investment, you know. Now imagine, wow, $50 each, man. That's something. The 88, we're looking for the flared G. It doesn't look like a flared G. The 88s I have to look at under the loop because I can't see. It's not flared. Of course it's not. I did find one that I thought was flared. And I did put it into a flip. So far we have 3 coppers and 2 82s. So as you can see, you know, this person is not, you know, doesn't really care about the things that I care about, which is great. You know, I mean, in the as far as him bringing these pennies back to the bank and me getting them. '98, we're looking for the wide AM. I've only found one wide AM. This is it. So if you found the 92, this is a good thing to show. If you find a 92 and it looks like this, well, you found $50 in auction, or you found $100. You know, the right buyer buy it now. You know, but I bet you, I don't have a subscription to the oh, nice one, the copper. Oh, that's a yeah, look how strong the strike looks between the United and the TES. So this is a good grease strike. Ah, 60D. Look at that. Hey, this guy, he's not even keeping key variety. Oh, is the D the key variety? Now, hold on a second. I have the penny sheet here. It says yeah, oh, the 1960D. That's the one that comes small and large date. So that's the key variety. I told somebody in the now that all right. So if Otis is watching, so if Otis, so the 60D comes in small. Does the Philadelphia come small and large date also? I told somebody in the comments that they said, oh, the 1960 is rare, and I said, oh, it's a key variety. But they were asking about the Philadelphia. So does that come in small and large date also? Or is it just the Denver? Because on the penny mat, it only shows Denver. Here, I'll show you for those of you who are interested in what I'm talking about. In the penny mat, it only shows Denver. 1960D small large date. And then there's a D. What's that DD for? That's for double die. And so that's confusing. Is it the key variety is the D small large date, or is it the D double die small large date? That is so confusing. Well, irregardless, it's also bronze, which is interesting because this one actually looks a little bronzy. Nice. That's a nice. That's what I'm saying. This guy's putting back in. Well, I think he's just looking at the reverse for wheat cents. To be honest with you, put these over here. That's what I think he's doing. Look how flat all the letters are. Probably a collar error. Wait, did I miss one? No, okay. No, I'm not missing anything. So there are some. Yeah, so I'm not exactly sure about what the story is with the 1960s. You know, it's kind of weird because I never noticed the DD there. I never noticed that. I just thought that I just thought it was a key variety. I didn't realize it has to be the D and the small a large date, and it has to be double dyed to be the key variety. I never realized that. I got to be honest with you. And that's to show you how you could just keep learning and learning and learning and learning and learning. 93. No, it's nothing. What do you think? Copper? I'm gonna say copper. Wow. You think that's a feeder error. Oh, it's an 82 small date on top of it. Oh, now we have. I can't believe this is our third 82. So now I don't know if it's copper. That's so. We'll find out right now. I guess it is copper. 3.13. It is okay. So it looked like copper, and it's the small date. The question is that a feeder error, man? That would be nah. Well, I don't know. That's another little line right there. But look how strong it is. And I love how it goes right through the Liberty. Let me look at this under the loop real quick. What a little line. I don't think it's a feeder error. The feeder errors, my understanding, are usually diagonal. And this one has some marks on the reverse. I don't know. I do think it's cool how it goes straight through the Liberty, though. All right, so I'm going to say not a feeder error. It is copper. We found a zinc, a copper, and it's a small date, right? It's a small date. I know I said it. I didn't take a look at it again. Yeah, copper small date, man. That's pretty cool. For the 19, in case you're wondering about 1982s, I did a video on that also. That is also in the description below. So if you go down below, there's a video on how to research on eBay that I made. There's a video on 1982s that I made. It explains the 7 different varieties of 1982s. I even did kind of like a comedy video. It's more like a goof, really, because it's so not important, you know. 68. The 68s always got the motto leading into the edge of the rim. That's another copper. I did a video, a goofy video on why a penny is called a penny and not a cent. I was on that mission for a while, arguing with everybody about 1999. We're looking for a wide AM. Not a wide AM, but it does have some little something going on there. Anyway, I don't even get into that anymore. But I guess in the beginning, when I first started doing penny roll hunting, it had me scratching my head, like, how come why is everyone getting so twisted about whether or not a penny is called a penny or a cent? And I guess it's because a lot of people like using the technical term, which is cent, but very few people use the technical term, except people who are like into coins. So it doesn't make any sense, right? If 99% of the people who watch the videos call it pennies, and 0.001% call it cents because they're into coins, I'm not gonna, this channel is for the majority. Now, if you're a coin expert and you want to, be a subscriber, be a member here, that's great. That's greatly appreciated. But generally speaking, this channel is really to draw people into a cheap and inexpensive and a kind of fun hobby, where there's some education. There's an educational piece to it, right? You can learn about errors and varieties and the difference between copper and zinc. You can learn all these little basic things that the average person just doesn't know, so that's what the channel's for. So anyway, I went off on a little tangent, and we're hitting, let's see if I can end on 30 minutes on the dot. 5. Please click like and subscribe. 8, 9,